Hey, this is Mike with Plus 8 Precision, and this really isn't a how-to or anything because I don't know how to do what I'm about to do. But I've got nothing to lose. So stick with me, and we'll see how the outcome is. See if this is as difficult as they make it out to be. So stay tuned. All right, so what we have here is a GE refrigerator. And here is your information. All right. Now, just one day, this thing stopped cooling in the fridge and down in the freezer. Don't know why. There was no symptoms, no, less cooling where the compartment started warming up. It just happened like in the blink of an eye. So this has been this way for about a week. I'll give you the story. This refrigerator is a little over 5 years old. This refrigerator cost almost $2,300 5 years ago. And now it's not cooling. They don't make an extended warranty 10 years. So if you buy the 1 year warranty, guess what? You're still going to be out of luck. So I contacted GE, and you can see their phone number, 1-800-GE-CARES, right? So I contact their 1-800 number, and an agent says, yeah, give me this, give me that. I give him all the information. He comes back on the phone after a few minutes, and he says, hey, you might be in luck. There's a 5-year extended warranty on the sealed system. So if this is a compressor or a leak in the sealed system, we're going to cover it. But you have to use this company. Okay, so since I'm in Michigan, they tell me there's only one company that I can use related to my zip code. I contacted that company. They were very nice the very first call. Guess what? I haven't spoke to them since because they don't return calls. They don't even answer the phone anymore. I called after hours and accidentally got a technician on the phone. He was nice enough, asked me to text him all my information. I did all that. And guess what? Still nothing. And I can't go to anybody else. I can only use this appliance repair company because they're the ones that GE considers qualified contractor to work on a sealed system. So I got a couple other calls and got a couple other estimates for replacing the compressor. Well, I might as well get a new motor in my car because it's outrageous. It's just completely outrageous. You're talking plus $500. And I don't know how much of that is the cost of the compressor. I looked on eBay and I seen the compressor for this fridge, same model, or not the same model, recommended model through GE, their approved replacement model number. And it was $127. So you're telling me to come out and vacuum the system and sweat some lines and reintroduce a new Freon that is worth $400? Maybe it is. I don't know. But it seems like an awful lot of money. And I'm really pissed about having to pay for it on a refrigerator that's 5 years old. The last refrigerator we had, I don't remember the brand. I believe it might have been a Whirlpool we bought when we moved here, and that lasted 15 years. And basically, the freezer wasn't cooling, and it was time to replace the appliances because it was dated look, at least so I was told by my wife. So we bought this and was hoping that this would last at least 20 years, but not to be. So I'm going to attempt to work on the refrigerator, and we'll see how it goes. I got nothing to lose, right? I don't think I do. So I'm going to show you what I've got gathered up for the parts I need, tools I need. I know this is real interesting looking at the inside of the fridge. But it's a nice fridge. I mean, costs a lot of money. So that's Wheat the guinea pig in the background you hear. I think he wants a carrot, but he sees the fridge open and there's nothing in here, so I'll have to go get his carrots from somewhere else. All right, stick around. All right, so like most of us DIYers, do-it-yourselfers, we try to tackle a lot of stuff, and we watch videos, and we gain some knowledge from this guy, and we gain a little bit more knowledge from that guy, and try to put it together and save money. So this valve, bullet piercing valve from Supco, seems to be the most popular DIY valve. There's others, but this is easy to get. Picked it up at Grainger. It was like $3.46. Not even special order. They had 15 in stock at the branch I visited, so picked it up. I also, because my gauges are Quick Connect 134As, you need this. I already had this, so I didn't have to buy it. You know, most of us have a collection of stuff we keep over the years, so I already took the Schrader valve out, but this is from something else. I don't remember what. But it goes right onto the end. I'll show you that here in a second. Show you a little bit more of this valve real quick. You'll see it again once I start making the repair, but just want to open it up. Show you the pieces. It's metal, like a cast. But anyhow, it's got, it's split. This center one is your valve. It pierces through here, kind of like your water saddle valves. Very similar, except a little bit heavier duty, because it has to withstand higher pressures. But as I said, this quick change R134 just simply goes on like that, and then you plug in your Quick Connect. So I have to find a good spot down on the fridge, on the low side line. Just like in a car, when you charge a car, you charge on the low side. So the fridge is very similar, different pressures, things like that. But it's the same R130, or not R134, that's R12. But same 134A that most of the cars use. I know some are using some newer Freons or coolants now, but 134 was pretty prevalent for the past 25 years. R12 before that on automotive. But this is it. Again, this was a little over $3. And we got to find a good spot on the low side line and get going. Try to get some Freon in here and get this fridge, see if this works. If it don't work, well, then there'll be another project. So, all right, let me get behind the fridge now. All right, I didn't bore you with taking the back cover off and everything else. You guys can figure that out, I'm pretty sure. But this is the low side. It's coming from inside the cabinet here. This is the high side line. It goes to the coils, which are over here. They're round, they're not up the back like the older models are. Wish it was. It'd be easier to clean this thing. I guess one of the odd things is, let's see if I can get some light in there. But down in that compartment, oh, let me move the camera. I just want to show you because it's kind of funky. All right, you see all that green? Well, that's the high side line running into the drip tray. Now, I heard that manufacturers will run the high side line in the drip tray to help cool it, or not cool it, I'm sorry, help evaporate any water that drips in there from the defrost cycles. I don't know whether that's true or not. Maybe somebody else can comment and tell me whether that's true or not. But, did I get a leak? Did my fridge spring a leak on that, those loops of coils down in there? I don't know. Funny thing is that loop from here to here is a replacement part on the GE website. It's $23, $24. Why would it be offered as a replacement part if it didn't ever need to be replaced? Kind of like service parts on a car. hoods, fenders, doors, you know, they're going to need to be replaced, so they offer them as replacement parts. So I wonder, well, I don't know. Okay, so I identified for me the only spots that are clear is up here, which I don't want to put it up there. It's too close to there. I don't want to destroy that line. Because if I ever do replace this or get it replaced, at least if they remove this, that valve can go bye-bye. If I put it here, the valve will stay, unless they soldered up the hole. But I got a little flat here. I think it'll fit right here. Everything else, I don't really think I'd be able to get it in there. Here, I can get it in here pretty nice and tight and still put the cover back on. So, without further ado, I'll go ahead and start cleaning this off with a little bit of Scotch-Brite, and then I'll get that mounted. So the needle valve comes through here. So you don't want the needle obviously protruding any when you start to tighten it onto this pipe. So back it all the way out. And then secondly, you have to determine the size of your line. You can do that however you want, calipers, visually, whatever suits you. Mine happens to be 5/16, so you have a couple of little spacers to choose from. 1/4 inch and 5/16, and then without any adapter is 3/8. So for me, happens to be 5/16. So that's the one I'm going to use. Okay, so I think it's pretty good right there. I'm missing this flare, and then yeah, I'll be able to get in my connections over here. So I think this will do it right where it's at. So I'll go ahead and give it its final tightening. Well, it's on there. Now I have to do the piercing, so I got to get the rest of the stuff down back here. Of course, you need safety glasses. You don't want to get this in your eyes, and then you don't want it unnecessarily on your skin. It's not as bad as the R12 was, but you still don't want it on your skin. So wear gloves if you feel unsafe doing this. Take any precautions that you want to use. But minimum, safety glasses. Protect your eyes, for sure. All right, I'll keep going. Okay, well, with the fridge off, you can see the valve reading is 0. So there's no pressure in there whatsoever. So let me turn the fridge on and we'll see what changes. Alright, the fridge is plugged in. I don't know if the video picked it up, but you can hear this is a 3-way valve. Alright, see, that's what the compressor sounds like. Let's go back and So with the compressor running, it dipped below 0, and I'm going to leave it run for about 5 minutes and then come back and look at it and see if it drops any more. And if it's still where it's at, it's not doing anything, then I'm going to go ahead and start adding a little bit of Freon and see what happens. I'll turn you back on when 5 minutes time is up. Alright, today's the following morning. I ended up getting disturbed last night with adding the Freon into the system. So I apologize for not capturing that until the pressure stabilized at 5 psi. It did take, for me, approximately 40 minutes for it to stabilize. And I had to keep tapping on the gauges because they rarely get used. They're very old. They were a hand-me-down from my dad. So, but the pressure, I believe, was accurate. They just needed a little assistance getting there. So here we are the following day again. The compressor is very warm. I mean, pretty warm, almost to the point where you can't keep your hand on it, but the high pressure line is warm. The low pressure side, well, I mean, it feels like room temperature to me, but it's not cold, like with frost on it or anything. The fan is running. The valve worked out, closed it off. And then I adjusted the temperatures before I quit for the night. So let's go around that side and take a look at how we're doing on the temperatures. Alright, so here we are on the front control panel. Again, this is about 14 hours after I started the process. Maybe a little bit more. So you see we've got 3 and 37, and that's what I have them set at. I didn't want to have them set all the way to the bottom because I didn't know if that would cause the compressor to work any harder. So I set it at 3 and 37. Normally we run at 0 and 35, but so far nothing's really holding in the fridge though, so we can take a look. I don't have a thermometer or anything in here, but put a couple things in there overnight just to see. I don't know if I'm iced up back there or not. I'll probably take that cover off and see. Maybe that fan's not working. But anyhow, if you encounter this kind of a situation and you're comfortable trying to add the Freon yourself, give it a shot. In my case, I didn't have anything to lose, so it was better for me to give it a try. Now, if you gained anything out of this video, like the channel, subscribe, or like the video, subscribe to the channel. And again, this wasn't a how-to. This was more like me just trying to get through something to save myself a big wad of cash. All right, this is Mike with Plus 8 Precision. Thanks for watching. All right, this is about 20 hours after filling this system. I noticed the temperature was dropping again, and there's a leak in the sealed system. There it is right there. You can see right in the center the bubbles bubbling. So that's what caused all my gas to drain out. So I would have to buy this, unsolder it, and resolder it, and then refill the system all over again. So that's what has to be done.